Good morning, all of you. Welcome back to your science class. I'm back today. Okay, so earlier you had done your chapter with Thomas Matthew sir, right? So I will be starting a new chapter now. Revision, in fact, I would say revision of a new chapter, right? So I hope you all have followed the instructions carefully. You're all staying safe at your home. Beta, please be very safe, okay? Be very careful. If your mama, papa, anybody is coming from outside, please remind them to sanitize their hands, to wash their hands properly, wash their face properly, and change their clothes immediately, right? This is extremely important. You know, this COVID is actually spreading like forest fire, right? So beta, please, I want each one of you to be very safe, okay? Please be very safe. Take care of yourself, take care of your family, and be very good children. Every time I remind you one thing, right? What is that? Whatever help you can do to your parents, whatever help you can offer to your elders at home, please make sure you do that, okay? Because you are good children, right? You are now. I know you're all very good children, all my sweet children. All of you, please take care, okay? All right, let's start our today's class. We have with Thomas Matthew sir, you have finished the revision for acids, bases, and salts, right? So the next chapter that we're going to study today, the revision for that, the chapter's name is weather, climate, and adaptation. Okay, so this chapter is actually a combination of three topics: weather, you know what is weather, climate, and adaptation, right? Okay, so weather, climate, and adaptation is the name of our chapter, right? So these are three different topics which are combined together in this chapter. All right, so let's start with the revision. Let me share my screen with you so that you can see what we are doing. All right. Okay, you can all see the screen now. Okay. So here in this chapter, the living organisms, characteristics, and habitats. In this chapter, beta, what are we doing? We are going to revise the basic things about living beings, right? I think that my system has hanged down. Let me just quickly check. Yes, hang ho gaya tha system. I'll do it again, okay? Okay, so let's start with this chapter. Okay, here there are two small children. Their name are Paheli and Bujo. Okay, so let's see what are they doing. All right. So Paheli and Bujo went on vacation to many places of interest. One such trip took them to the river Ganga in Rishikesh. They climbed the mountains of the Himalayas where it was very cold. They saw many kinds of trees on these mountains, oaks, pines, and deodars. Very different from the ones near their home on the plains. So they were like us, they were living on the plains. So when they went to the when they went to Rishikesh, when they went to the Himalayas, they saw that the climate was very cold, right? Usually when we are here in our hometowns, like here in Kota, it's just a few months, 2 or 3 months that we feel cold. But as they went to Himalayas, they went in the summer season. So they saw, because it was their summer vacation, right? So when they saw there, it was still cold, right? So also what they saw different kinds of trees. on these mountains. So those trees that they saw there, they were actually very different from the trees that we see around us, right? Then what happened in yet another trip? So now they went to another trip. They traveled to Rajasthan. Okay, so we are already in Rajasthan. They traveled to Rajasthan and moved on camels through the hot desert. They collected different kinds of cactus plants from this trip. So when they went to Rajasthan, what they saw that camels were walking on the hot desert, on the hot sand. They had different types of cactus plants. So they saw that the vegetation and the climate, the weather, everything was different, entirely different as compared to what it was in Himalayas. Then finally they went on a trip to Puri and visited the sea beach. Okay, so they are really lucky children. I think it's before the corona, right? Because they are roaming everywhere. They are having nice vacations to beautiful places. We are here stuck inside our houses, right? So no problem. Just pray to God, okay? That all these bad times get over very soon, beta. It's very important. And children, when children pray, then God listens to them. Okay, so you are all good children with pure heart, so please pray to God, okay, that these corona times, these critical times get over very soon. Okay, so these lucky children, they finally went to a third trip, which was in the sea beach, right? So they went to the sea beach and they saw what they saw there. They saw the casuarina trees. Casuarina trees are tall, very tall trees, right? Just like coconut trees. Then while recollecting all the fun that they had on these trips, a thought struck them. Okay, so finally they came back from the beach also. Now when they were recollecting all the nice memories what they had of all these places, what they just thought about one thing. What was that one thing? All these places, were so different from one another. Some were cold, some very hot and dry, and some places so humid. And yet, all of them had many organisms, living creatures of various kinds, right? So what did they observe? They observed कि कोई जगह पे बहुत पानी था, कोई जगह पे पानी बिल्कुल नहीं था, कोई जगह पे बहुत ठंडी थी, कोई जगह पे बहुत गर्मी थी. But all these places somehow बहुत अलग अलग तरीके के इनके लिविंग कंडीशंस थे. फिर भी लिविंग क्रिएचर्स वर देयर. दे वर सर्वाइविंग इन ऑल दीज डिफरेंट काइंड्स ऑफ प्लेसेस, है ना. हम देखते हैं सब जगह प्लेसेस होते हैं. डेजर्ट्स में भी ऑर्गेनिज्म सर्वाइव करते हैं, हिमालयस पे भी सर्वाइव करते हैं, beaches पे भी survive करते हैं. So they have different kinds of living creatures which have the capacity, which have the ability to survive in such conditions, right? They tried to think of a place on earth where there may not be any living creatures. फिर उन्होंने क्या सोचा कि कोई तो ऐसी जगह होगी जहाँ पे कोई living creatures रह नहीं सकते. बहुत सोचा उन्होंने. Bujo thought of places near his home. Inside the house, he tried the cupboards. He had thought that there may not be any living organisms there, but he found one tiny spider there. Outside the home too, there did not seem to be any place he could think of that did not have any living creatures. तो उसको लगा कि उसने घर में अपनी कबर्ड में देख लिया, उसने घर के बाहर देख लिया, उसने सब जगह देख लिया. उसको कहीं ये समझ नहीं आया कि कोई भी ऐसी जगह हो जहां पे कि उनको ऐसी कंडीशन मिल जाए जहां पे कोई भी ऑर्गेनिज्म सरवाइव नहीं करते. वो नहीं देख पाए ऐसी कोई भी जगह, राइट. सो पहेली ने सोचना शुरू किया. Paheli also, she started thinking and reading about faraway places. She read that people have even found tiny living organisms in the opening of volcanoes. Imagine volcanoes की opening. Volcanoes पता है सबको क्या होते हैं? बहुत हॉट लावा बाहर निकलता है अर्थ के अंदर में से, हॉट लावा बाहर निकलता है, इट ओजेस आउट ऑफ द अर्थ लाइक माउंटेन ब्लास्ट, और उसके अंदर से हॉट लावा निकलने लग जाता है. सो इवन दैट हॉट लावा, उसकी माउथ के ओपनिंग पे भी लिविंग ऑर्गेनिज्म सरवाइव कर रहे थे. इमेजिन, इमेजिन आर्कटिक एंटार्क्टिक रीजन्स जहाँ पे कि कितनी ठंड होती है, एक्सट्रीम कोल्ड, -40 -50 डिग्री सेल्सियस तक टेम्परेचर जाता है, वहां भी ऑर्गेनिज्म सरवाइव करते हैं. इमेजिन, इतनी ठंडी आर्कटिक सी वगैरह जो ये जगहें हैं जो बहुत ठंडी होती हैं, वहां पे भी फिश सरवाइव करती हैं, लिविंग क्रिएचर्स, एक्वेटिक एनिमल्स. So how do they survive? How do they survive in such conditions? I mean, even the children were finding it very hard to believe कि इतने ज्यादा एक्सट्रीम कंडीशंस वाली जगहों पे भी लिविंग क्रिएचर्स कैसे सरवाइव कर जाते हैं. Then organisms and the surroundings where they live. That is our first topic. Another thought that occurred to Paheli and Bujo was about the kind of living organisms that were present in different locations that they had visited. The deserts had chemicals, the mountains had goats and yak, Puri had some other creatures, crabs on the beach, variety of fish being caught by the fishermen at the sea. And then there did seem to be some creatures like ants that were present in all these different locations, right? तो कुछ ऑर्गेनिज्म से जो सब जगह अलग अलग थे और कुछ ऑर्गेनिज्म से जो कॉमन थे. The kinds of plants found in each of these regions were so different from the plants of the other regions. What about the surroundings in these different regions? Were they the same? Okay, so what happened? They realized that the plants and the animals, everything were mostly different for different surroundings. However, there could be some common ones also. So for that, we have an activity 1. Okay, let's start the first activity. Let us start with the forest. I missed it. All right, here it is. So let us start with the forest. Think of all the plants, animals, and objects that can be found there. List them in column 1 of table 9.1. I'll just show you the table, okay? See here we have a table. You will also make this table in your copy, okay? Table 9.1, animals, plants, and other objects found in different surroundings. Okay, so when the first thing was, we had to look for things, animals, and plants found in the regions of forest. Okay, then you can collect the samples scattered through this chapter to fill table. Okay, you can do by this also, but otherwise also I think you should do them yourself. You already know what all things can be, things and plants and animals could be found in a forest, right? Then discuss also with your friends, parents, and teachers to find more examples to fill the tables. You can also consult many interesting books in the libraries that talk of animals, plants, and minerals of different regions. Okay, so what will you write? You will write the different kinds of plants which could be available, different kinds of animals which could be found, and objects में क्या लिखेंगे हम? Dust, and dead leaves, dried plants, maybe dead parts of dead remains of animals, right? All these things. So try and include many plants, animals, and objects, big and small, in each of the columns in this table. what kind of objects will be found that may not be animals or plants? Animals or plants के अलावा और क्या हो सकता है? Perhaps parts of plants like dead, dried leaves, or parts of animals like bones. We may also find different kinds of soils and pebbles. Water in the oceans may have salts dissolved in it. There could be many more objects, right? As we go through the chapter, we can have more and more examples of the things which we could find in these given locations. Okay. I hope you are able to understand what are we doing. So in the forest, on the mountains, in the desert, in the sea, and any other surroundings also you can find out. Okay. What all things we find, you will write them. All right. Now, next topic is habitat and adaptation. Okay, so we understand that different kinds of organisms, they survive in different kind of surroundings, right? So from there we come to the next topic, that is habitat. Okay, what do you find from the plants and animals what we have done in activity 1? Did you find a large variety of them? Of course you will have. Look at what you have entered in the column for the desert and the column for the sea. What do we find? डेजर्ट में हम क्या लिखेंगे? कैमल्स लिखेंगे, रैट्स लिखेंगे, स्नेक्स लिखेंगे और मंगूज लिखेंगे, राइट? और हम क्या लिखेंगे? हम कैक्टस लिखेंगे, राइट? बबूल लिखेंगे. ऑल दीज थिंग्स वी विल राइट इन डेजर्ट्स. सी में क्या लिखेंगे? वी विल राइट ऑल काइंड्स ऑफ एक्वेटिक एनिमल्स और कोकोनट ट्रीज और कैजुअलिना ट्रीज जो अभी बताए हमें, राइट? ऑल दीज थिंग्स. सो बेसिकली व्हाट आर द सराउंडिंग्स उस पे डिपेंड करता है कि उसके अंदर कौन कौन से टाइप के organisms are surviving, right? So in the sea, plants and animals are surrounded by saline water, that is sea water. So most of them use the air dissolved in water, right? There is very little water available in the desert. Why? Because it's very hot, most of the water is evaporated. So it is very hot in the daytime and quite cold, I should say very cold at night in the desert. The animals and plants of the desert live on the desert soil and breathe air from the surroundings. Understand? The sea and the desert are very different surroundings, and we find different kinds of plants and animals in these two regions, isn't it? Hana? Humne kiya tha na? We have done this activity. So let us look at two very different kind of organisms from the desert and the sea. A camel and a fish. You know, a camel and a fish, they are the excellent examples of adaptation. From here, I will tell you what is adaptation. You understood habitat. Habitat is the natural surrounding for any natural home, I should say. Natural home for any particular organism. If I ask you what is the habitat for a fish, you will not say aquarium. Though we know that fish survive in aquarium also, but that is not its natural habitat. Its natural place where it survives, that is a sea. That is the water, right? That could be a river, right? So all these things are telling us what are habitats. And again, what are adaptations? Adaptations are the adjustments which the organisms have made to survive in their habitat. Camel कैसे survive कर जाता है डेजर्ट में? कैसे वो इतने दिन बिना पिए पानी रह जाता है? All these are the questions जिनका एक ही आंसर है, adaptation. Okay, so they are adapting. They have over the years उन्होंने अपनी बॉडी को इस हिसाब से एडजस्ट कर लिया है. इस हिसाब से they have adjusted their living style that they can easily comfortably survive in that habitat जिसमें कि कोई और ऑर्गेनिज्म नहीं सरवाइव कर पाता. लाइक व्हेन वी गो टू द डेजर्ट्स, हम तो ऐसे नहीं बन जाते ना कि हम बहुत दिनों तक बिना पानी पिए सरवाइव कर सके. नो, हम नहीं बन पाते ऐसे. कैमल्स हैव डन दिस ओवर द इयर्स. उन्होंने बहुत सेंचुरीज आई वुड से उन्होंने लगाई हैं, जिसकी वजह से उनको ये अडेप्टेशन आ गया है उनकी बॉडी में. उनकी बॉडी हैज, their body has learned how to survive in the extreme hot conditions or shortage of water conditions in the deserts. Fine. So that is adaptation. Understand? So camels, the body structure for camel helps it to survive in desert conditions. They have long legs, which help to keep their bodies away from the heat of the sand, right? They excrete small amounts of urine. उनका यूरिन बहुत लिमिटेड होता है. उनकी बॉडी इतनी, उनकी टांगे इतनी लॉन्ग होती हैं कि their body is quite away from the hot sand, right? So from the heat of the sand, they excrete small amounts of urine. Their dung is extremely dry, तो उसमें भी वो कोई पानी वेस्ट नहीं करते हैं. यूरिन भी वो बहुत लिमिटेड एक्सक्रीट आउट करते हैं जिससे पानी वेस्ट ना हो. And they do not sweat. Best thing is they do not sweat. हम तो थोड़ा सा भी गर्मी होती है तो we start sweating a lot ना, we start giving out water. उनकी बॉडी में ऐसा नहीं होता है. Since camels, they lose very little water from their bodies, they can live for many days without water, right? Right? So now that is the adaptations that camels have shown, right? Camels have shown these kind of adaptations which have helped them to survive in extreme hot conditions of the desert. Understand? Now let us look at different kinds of fish. Now we will talk about fish. Some of these are shown in the figure. There are so many kinds of fish, but do you see that they all have something common about their shape? Okay, they all have streamlined shape, right? Streamlined shape is like the shape of an aeroplane, like the shape of our eye, like this, right? That is a streamlined shape. So how do they all have streamlined shape? That is another adaptation in their body because they need to survive in the water. Because this kind of shape helps them move easily inside water, right? Fish have slippery scales on their bodies. They have scales on their bodies also. These scales protect the skin of the fish and they help in easy movement through the water. Okay, so you see we have all different kind of fish here, but all of them have got one thing: streamlined shape, scales on their body. They have flat fins and tails. उनके fins क्या होते हैं? Fins are basically organs which are helping them to swim in water. और जो tail fin बना हुआ है, tail fin helps them to change directions when they are moving in water, right? So their side fins and their tail fins, they are helping them to move, swim in water and keep their body balanced in water, right? Gills present in the fish, they help them to use the oxygen dissolved in water. Can we breathe inside the water? No. Water has got dissolved oxygen in it. लेकिन हमारी बॉडी को नहीं आता है वो ऑक्सीजन लेना फ्रॉम द वाटर. आवर बॉडी only knows to take oxygen from the air. Our body does not know how to take oxygen from the water, but fish know that. How? Because they have got gills, right? So their gills present in the fish, they help them to use the oxygen which is dissolved in the water. Understand? So we see that the features of a fish, they help it to live inside water, and the features of a camel help it to survive in a desert, right? Are you able to understand why are we giving these examples? Because we are seeing that these examples, these features are helping these organisms, fish and camel, to survive in their habitat easily, because their habitat is not something जो आराम से कोई भी survive कर सकता है. Can we live inside water? No, we cannot. है ना? Can we live in the desert? Maybe we can, but we cannot survive for so many days without water. So all these things are basically telling us that these animals, these fish and the camel, they have got excellent adaptations, excellent adjustments that they have done so that their they can easily survive in their habitats, right? Here we have taken any two examples from a very wide variety of animals and plants that live on the earth. We know so many animals and plants live on the earth. And here we have taken only two examples. In all this variety of organisms, we will find that they have certain features that help them live in the surroundings in which they are normally found. तो उनका जो normal surrounding है, जहाँ पे वो पाए जाते हैं, जिनको हम बोलते हैं habitat, उसमें सर्वाइव करने के लिए हर ऑर्गेनिजम्स को नेचर ने कुछ फीचर्स दिए हैं, राइट? नेचर ने कुछ फीचर्स दिए हैं सभी ऑर्गेनिजम्स को, दैट इज हाउ दे कैन सर्वाइव इन देयर हैबिटेट्स. The presence of specific features or certain habits which enable an organism to live naturally in a place is called adaptation. Okay, so please underline. Okay, how will you underline? I'm sorry. Okay, so I'll do that. Okay, so I will write the presence of specific features or certain habits which enable an organism to live naturally in a place is called adaptation. Fine. So do we all understand what is adaptation? Right? Adaptation of organisms differ depending on their place of dwelling. That is why a fish cannot live out of water and a camel cannot live in the sea. Right? So it depends on their own habitat. Right? The place where an organism live is called a habitat. Ab aa gaya next point, important point, that is the place where organisms live is called habitat, because habitat means a dwelling place or a home, right? Habitat provides food, water, air, shelter, and other needs to the organisms, right? So now, okay, we are almost done with our today's class. Okay, so let's just give you some homework. Okay, let's just complete this page. All right. So several kinds of, oh, okay. So please take a screenshot of this, because then I'm moving further. All right. Take a screenshot of this. So several kinds of plants and animals live in the same habitat. All right. Okay. The plants and animals that live on the land. Okay, now this is something which we should not do today. We will do it from tomorrow onwards. Right now, we have understood what are like how are living organisms surviving in various places, right? What is habitat and what is adaptation. So the homework for today is, one is you will try to finish that table which I just showed you. I'll show you once again that table. Okay, so that you can take the screenshot of that table. Please take the screenshot of this table. You have to start filling this table. Make bigger columns. Okay, these columns are really small. Make bigger columns and start filling it. Okay, you don't have to do it today only. You have to start it today. You can finish it in a few days. जब तक हम ये चैप्टर पढ़ रहे हैं, जो जो तुम्हें समझ में आता है कि फॉरेस्ट में मैं ये भी लिख सकता हूँ या मैं ये भी लिख सकती हूँ, वो आप लिखेंगे, right? And another thing is, you will write a question, define the term habitat and adaptations. Then whatever I underlined, वो आप सारा का सारा करेंगे. Fine. That is your homework for today. All right. Okay, beta. So I think we are done for our today's class. Okay, all of you, please make sure you do this homework. It's very little homework, only 2 questions are there which you will do in your science copy, and also you will do your whatever I have given that table, right? That also you will start doing. Okay, okay, so all of you beta, again I will request each one of you, please be very safe inside your homes and study well. Okay, because this is the time that you need to study. Okay, I'm not saying only study all the time. Play, watch TV, watch play games. Okay, but please do study also. Okay, make a timetable for yourself. Okay, this, and you have to stick to your timetable. All right, stick to your timetable. What you can do is, you cannot go out and play, so what you can do is, probably you can switch on the TV, switch on some good music, and you can dance on that music, right? Because you need to have some sort of physical activity that will keep you healthy. All right, okay, so with this I end my today's class. Okay, all of you beta, take care and study well. Bye.